Okay, so let's do another card. We have lots of inks and lots of punches for this one. Well, one punch, a lot of pieces, okay? So we're going to use the Penguin Punch and Penguin Place stamp set, okay? And what we have here is what we call a double Z fold card, okay? So let's just tuck those things over there for a moment. So what that looks like is, whoops, you have your front and then you fold this back. So if you know that, you don't really have to measure, but this score is 2 3/4, okay? All right, so then we have a designer series paper piece that goes on the front. I'm gonna flip mine around, and so that will be in the back. I was trying to get it so it would get covered up, but I'm not sure I can do that right now. So this was the free paper with Celebration that coordinated with the Penguin Punch. And I still had a little bit left over, so I went ahead and used it. So that goes on the very front. This Just Jade piece will go in here. Okay. Like that. And then that gets this piece with the trees. Okay, like that. Now, your long piece, which is Just Jade cardstock, is scored the exact same way. This one happens to be 2 1/4 inches high, but you can make it as high or as skinny, as tall or as skinny as you want it to be. You could have a real skinny one down at the bottom so more of this shows and decorate more up here, or you can have it this way. The trick with a double Z, you fold it exactly the same way, okay? In half, and then fold it back half. So the score is exactly the same. But what you do is you want to reverse where the long part is. So, and here's my long side. So I'm going to attach a short to the long, and I'm going to attach the long to the short, and then it will all fold in and fit in a standard envelope, okay? All right, so let's do a little decorating on this. So you have this piece of designer series paper, like that, okay? Goes on the long side. We're gonna do a little stamping. Set that aside. You have 2 little white pieces. One for sort of decoration and one for your greeting. Okay, so you can have your little message and then sign it. And you can do as much of this stuff or as little as you want. Okay. All right, so let's get out the Just Jade ink and grab our little tree. All right. And we're just gonna stamp the tree like that. And then we're just gonna move it a little bit and have a second one. All right, so that's all that needs except for the season's greetings. Oh, that is really crooked on there. Let's fix that. So one of the best ways to get a greeting straight on your block is to line it up on your grid paper and then just pick it up with the block. Okay. So just up here, there we go. I'm gonna just stamp the season's greetings. Okay. Alrighty. So that's all my Just Jade. There we go. All right, and over here we're just gonna stamp a couple of those cute little gift bags. And I will need to clean this in between. So one in Misty Moonlight. Been busy. Those little penguins have been busy shopping. I'll just clean that off over here in the corner. Okay. And then I'll do a little fresh Freesia. Okay. Like that. Now, the other thing we're going to do, because we're going to do a little fussy cutting, is a hat. Now you could use any color if you want a different color hat or scarf for your penguin. You can do them in a different color. I'm choosing to do them in Fresh Freesia. Okay. So I'll tuck that over there. Move those over there. And then real quick, just trim these off. Okay. So I'm just going to really quick cut the hat. Like that. It appears I got a little Misty Moonlight on my finger because that hat pom-pom has another color on it. Oh well. You know how it goes. Oh, maybe it's just Jade up there. I don't know what it's. It's all right. We'll get rid of most of it. There. Okay. All right, so there's our hat for the penguin. And we're just gonna a little bit of this out of there. And I don't have an issue with the little bit of white around the edge. If you do, then cut right to the edge of those colors, but that's completely up to you. But I do not mind it at all. There we go. You could even take a black Stampin' Write marker with the fine tip end and outline this if you wanted to. Okay, there we go. Now we have to create our penguin. Okay, so we'll just push my little pile of trash over here. We'll take, I find skinnier pieces works best because then you can get just what you need. So we're gonna get our little, come on, get in there. Oh, the punch is being a little bit of a pill. Oh, okay, we're gonna go this way. There we go. And ooh, excuse me again. We are going to get that little foot, but that's okay. All right. So here's our body. And we need a tummy. So we'll just slide this in here and get a tummy. And we'll do some stamping on that in a minute. Then we need 2 little orange pumpkin pie feet. 1, 2. Now, I think probably the easiest way to put those on is glue dots, which I forgot to bring over here. So it will likely be a little bit different, and that's okay. All right, so now we need to give him some eyes. We need to give him a beak. All right, so a pumpkin pie beak and Memento black eyes. All right, so and just do those eyes, and they go up pretty high, like that. Okay, then we have the beak right under here. And he looks very cute and very happy. Okay, then we're going to add him like that over here. Now our penguin is starting to take shape. Oh, he's so cute. Now I'm just going to use a little of this liquid glue because this will be a little bit easier. This happens to be the shimmery crystal effects. Nobody's going to notice the shimmer unless I put it on his feet, which I could do if I wanted to. Okay, so I'll just stick him on there. Now once I get him all glued down onto the front, I just might put a little crystal effects, then his feet will be kind of shiny. So we just might do that. All right, so now we can close up all of our inks so I won't get it all over me, because, you know, that could definitely happen. All right, so now we're going to add, we're going to use that same crystal effects because I want a little bit of liquid glue here. So we're going to add a tiny bit on his hat. All right. And you can put it at a jaunty angle since it's a little bit small for his head, but wearing it at a jaunty angle feels a little bit okay. And then we'll add a little bit of glue to the scarf. Okay, give him a cute little scarf. There, okay. There we go. So now these get put in here like this. And I'm going to show you the best way to get this glued in so that it doesn't make a huge mess. All right. So what I like to do is, I know this whole thing is going to stick down. So I'm going to stick this down here, right to the edge, like this. Okay. Now I'm going to fold it. Nope, I'm not going to fold that part. I'm going to fold this part. Then I'm going to put my adhesive right here. So I know that when I fold this back, it's going to go exactly where I just put that adhesive. Okay. So now we have our fold. And if you have a little teeny bit hanging over, it's probably going to be fine, but if you're at all worried about it, just snip it off. It'll be great. Okay, so now we want to put our little guy on the front. So what you have is one of these really pretty snowflakes. They are on the last chance list, I believe. They might not be, actually. Now that I say that, I don't know. They might carry over because they would be fun for other things. So they might have decided to carry these over. Not really sure. Anyway, on one side they're matte white, and on the other side they're iridescent. On the back side, where it's white, you want to put a dimensional, and it fits just exactly in the right spot. Like it fits perfectly in there. Okay, so we'll take that off and we'll put our snowflake here, kind of like that. All right, and then our little penguin can also go on there, and he can be on dimensional. So we'll put a couple of dimensionals on our little penguin friend, and that way he can kind of help hold the rest of the snowflake on. There you go. Oh, isn't he cute? Just like that. Okay, all set, ready to go. Thanks, guys.